Marcus Aurelius' philosophy, let bad days become valuable lessons. Introduction, overcoming bad days with Stoic philosophy. In modern life, pressures from work, family, and society make it impossible to avoid bad days. There are times when everything seems to go wrong, leaving us feeling stuck, anxious, and disappointed. However, Stoic philosophy, particularly the teachings of Marcus Aurelius, can serve as a guide to overcoming these challenges. As both a philosopher and Roman emperor, Marcus Aurelius wrote profound reflections in his work, Meditations, helping us understand that we are the ones who decide how to face adversity. His lessons are not only philosophical principles, but also practical advice for living more strongly and resiliently in everyday life. Part 1. Understanding the nature of life, impermanence and acceptance. Firstly, we need to recognize the nature of life. Marcus Aurelius continually reminded us that everything in life is impermanent. This world is not static or stable. Everything is in a constant state of change. In Meditations, he writes that life is a series of ever-changing events, and this change itself is natural. Understanding this, we will no longer view bad days as unexpected or unbearable. Instead, they are just a natural part of life. Accepting impermanence helps us mentally prepare for any situation, whether good or bad. Marcus Aurelius advises us not to expect everything to always go our way. Instead of trying to control what cannot be controlled, we should focus on mastering our reactions to these events. He emphasizes that happiness does not depend on controlling circumstances, but on how we perceive and handle them. Part 2. Controlling emotions. Calm amidst turmoil. A crucial principle of Stoic philosophy is the ability to control emotions. During difficult times, negative emotions like fear, anxiety, and anger can easily overwhelm us. But Marcus Aurelius advises that we must learn to control these emotions. He said that emotions should not control us, but serve reason. When we let emotions control us, we lose self-mastery and become victims of circumstances rather than controllers of them. On a bad day, try to pause and ask yourself, do these emotions truly reflect the situation? Are we exaggerating the issue? Marcus Aurelius often encouraged self-evaluation and reflection, to recognize that often our reactions create the suffering, not the external situation. Maintaining calm and not getting swept up by emotions helps us see the problem clearly and find better solutions. Part 3. Focusing on what we can control. The art of letting go. Marcus Aurelius advises that we should focus only on what we can control. He wrote, "Remember that the only thing you can control is your own thoughts and actions." Bad days often make us feel powerless because we cannot control everything that happens. But Stoic philosophy teaches us to accept this powerlessness and focus on what we can do. Consider a specific situation, a day when work is not going well, relationships are troubled, or unexpected bad news arises. Instead of sinking into worry about unchangeable things, look for small things you can do to improve the situation. This could be finding solutions to work problems, having an honest conversation with a loved one, or simply taking time to care for yourself and maintain mental health. Letting go of what is beyond our control does not mean abandoning responsibility, but freeing our minds from unnecessary anxiety and focusing on practical actions. This also helps maintain inner peace, even when everything around us is chaotic. Part 4. Viewing adversity as an opportunity for growth. Challenges as lessons. One of Marcus Aurelius's notable thoughts is his perspective on adversity. He believed that every difficulty provides an opportunity for growth. In Meditations, he writes, "We are born to encounter adversity, but it is precisely adversity that helps us grow." Instead of seeing bad days as enemies, view them as valuable lessons, opportunities to train and develop. Think of the successful people you know. None of them achieved success without facing difficulties and challenges. Bad days help them grow, realize their limits, and find ways to overcome them. Marcus Aurelius also faced many battles and hardships during his reign. Rather than letting these difficulties defeat him, he used them as motivation to improve himself and fulfill his duties better. We too, when facing challenges, should remember that they test and strengthen us, making us more resilient and wiser. Do not shy away from them, as they are tools for personal development. Part 5. Maintaining Inner Peace. The Art of Inner Calm. A strength of Stoic philosophy is the ability to maintain inner peace amidst turmoil. Marcus Aurelius often sought tranquility through contemplation and meditation. He advised that we should take time each day for self-examination to better understand our emotions and thoughts. When facing a bad day, seek inner peace. Spend some quiet time reflecting, listening to yourself, and rebalancing your mind. This not only helps you overcome difficulties, but also fosters a strong and resilient spirit. A simple practice Marcus Aurelius recommended is deep breathing and focusing on the present. By doing this, you can gradually eliminate negative thoughts and unnecessary worries, finding tranquility within. Part 6. Living true to one's values. Staying true to oneself. Marcus Aurelius consistently emphasized the importance of living according to one's values. He believed that integrity and adherence to personal values are key to leading a meaningful life. On bad days, it's easy to feel lost and be influenced by differing opinions around us. But Marcus Aurelius reminds us to stay true to ourselves, to the principles and values we believe in. In practice, this means that no matter what happens externally, we must maintain honesty, fairness, and steadfastness in our decisions. When faced with difficulties, instead of wavering and changing to please others, remember that only you truly understand your values and must live by what you believe to be right. Part 7. The importance of reflection and self-assessment. Learning to self-evaluate. One of the important habits Marcus Aurelius practiced daily was self-assessment through reflection. He advised taking time to reflect on oneself to gain deeper understanding of one's emotions and thoughts. By adopting these Stoic principles, we can better navigate through difficult days, transforming them into opportunities for growth and self-improvement. Marcus Aurelius's teachings remain relevant today, providing a timeless framework for maintaining strength and resilience in the face of life's challenges. Reflecting on what happened during the day, how we reacted, and what needs improvement is crucial. This not only helps us understand ourselves better, but also allows us to draw valuable lessons from our experiences, including from the worst days. Imagine each evening before bed, you take a few minutes to reflect on the day's events. What moments made you happy? What moments caused stress? And more importantly, how did you react to them? You can ask yourself questions like, did I handle this situation appropriately? Is there a better way I could have approached this? Did I let my emotions overshadow my reason? This practice not only enhances self-awareness, but also better prepares you for the days ahead. Self-reflection helps us recognize mistakes and turn them into lessons. Marcus Aurelius continuously self-evaluated to improve himself every day. He understood that no one is perfect, but what matters is the constant effort to become better. When we reflect on bad days, we realize they are not disasters, but opportunities to learn and grow. Part 8. Learning to accept and let go. Finding peace in facing reality. One fundamental principle of Stoic philosophy is learning to accept and let go. Life does not always go according to our wishes. Sometimes even our greatest efforts cannot change the situation. Marcus Aurelius teaches that when facing the unchangeable, rather than trying to control it, we should learn to accept it as part of life. Consider situations you cannot change: an incurable illness, an unavoidable loss, or an irretrievable failure. In these situations, feelings of disappointment and helplessness are hard to avoid. However, Marcus Aurelius teaches that acceptance is not surrender, but understanding the nature of life. He writes, "Accept everything that happens to you as an inevitable part of nature, and do not let it disturb your inner peace." Letting go does not mean giving up hope or stopping effort, but understanding that some things are beyond our control. Accepting this frees us from unnecessary burdens and maintains inner peace. This is particularly important on bad days when everything seems to be against us. Remember, peace comes from accepting reality and letting go of unrealistic expectations. Part 9. Living in the present. The art of focusing on the current moment. One of Marcus Aurelius's important pieces of advice is to live in the present. He believes that much of the anxiety and stress we experience come from focusing too much on the past or the future. In Meditations, he writes, "The only thing we truly own is the present moment. The past is gone, and the future has not yet arrived, so the only thing we can control and enjoy is the current moment." When you face a bad day, try to pause and focus on what is happening right now. Feel your breath, listen to the sounds around you, and pay attention to the small details you usually overlook. This helps us escape negative thoughts, stop worrying about the future, and regret about the past. By focusing on the present, we can make the most of the moment to do meaningful things. Enjoy each step, each sip of water, each conversation. These seemingly small things are valuable moments in life. Marcus Aurelius understood that life is short, and each day is an opportunity to live fully, whether it is a good or bad day. Part 10. Seeking inner peace. The soul as the safest refuge. One of the most important lessons Marcus Aurelius left us is the search for peace from within. In Meditations, he advises that our soul should be the safest refuge, a place where nothing from outside can invade. He writes, "Seek within yourself, where you can find peace and tranquility, even in the toughest times." Finding inner peace means not letting external fluctuations affect our inner state. When facing difficulties, instead of seeking comfort from outside, turn inward to your values and principles. This peace is not an escape from reality, but a deep understanding of oneself and life. Marcus Aurelius understood that life could be full of turmoil and challenges, but our soul, if trained properly, can be the safest refuge. When we maintain inner peace, nothing can bring us down, and no bad day can defeat us. Dedicate time each day to practice meditation, reflect on the good things in life, and strengthen your soul. This will help you not only overcome bad days, but also live a life full of meaning and tranquility. Part 11. The Wisdom of Marcus Aurelius. Advice from a Philosopher and Emperor. Marcus Aurelius was not only a philosopher, but also an emperor with heavy responsibilities. He faced numerous difficulties, from wars to political intrigues. But what made him great was his ability to apply Stoic philosophy to his own life. In his writings, Marcus Aurelius frequently reminded himself of the values he needed to follow, regardless of circumstances. Imagine if an emperor like Marcus Aurelius, with immense pressures, could maintain calm and reason amidst difficulties. Then we, ordinary people, can also learn and apply these lessons to our lives. He taught us that true strength is not in controlling others or circumstances, but in controlling ourselves, maintaining calm and resilience through all storms. Marcus Aurelius also understood that everything in life, including power and fame, could vanish. The only thing we truly possess is our mind and spirit. By training the mind through Stoic philosophy, we can overcome any difficulty, even the worst days, with tranquility and wisdom. Part 12. Conclusion. The journey of living like Marcus Aurelius. Bad days are an unavoidable part of life, but rather than letting them bring us down, let's use these days as opportunities to train and grow. Marcus Aurelius, with his wisdom and experience, showed us the way to overcome difficulties by applying Stoic philosophy to daily life. Remember, life is not always smooth, but we can choose how we respond to it. By accepting the impermanence of life, controlling emotions, focusing on what we can control, viewing adversity as a chance to grow, maintaining inner peace, living according to our values, reflecting and self-assessing, learning to accept and let go, and living in the present, we can navigate even the toughest days with grace and resilience. By seeking inner peace and training the mind according to the wisdom of Marcus Aurelius, we can turn bad days into valuable lessons. Our lives are a long journey, and obstacles and challenges are unavoidable. But what matters is how we face these difficulties. Marcus Aurelius has shown us that with perseverance, calmness, and a deep understanding of oneself, we can overcome any challenge life throws at us. View each day, whether good or bad, as an opportunity to learn and grow. Live as Marcus Aurelius lived, with determination, wisdom, and inner peace. Don't let bad days defeat you. Let them become stepping stones that propel you further on the path of self-improvement. When we learn to live this way, each day becomes an important part of a meaningful and successful journey. And finally, remember that difficulties are temporary, but your perseverance and inner strength are eternal. Bad days will pass, but the lessons you learn will remain forever, making you stronger, wiser, and leading to a more meaningful life. Always remember that you have the ability to turn adversity into opportunity, failure into lesson, and bad days into turning points for further progress on the path of living like Marcus Aurelius. Conclusion. In life, no one can avoid bad days or times when everything seems to be against us. However, what's important is not avoiding or completely eliminating these difficulties, but how we face and overcome them. Marcus Aurelius, with his Stoic philosophy, showed that true strength lies not in controlling external circumstances, but in managing our thoughts and reactions. Through practicing Stoic philosophy, we learn patience, how to accept what cannot be changed, and more importantly, how to use adversity as an opportunity for personal growth. Bad days are no longer deep pits of despair, but become stepping stones leading us to maturity, wisdom, and inner calm. As Marcus Aurelius emphasized, if it is within your control, why worry? And if it is not within your control, what good is worrying? Keep this in mind, and you'll find that all difficulties, whether large or small, can be overcome. When we live like Marcus Aurelius, nothing can bring us down, and every day, no matter how bad, becomes a step forward on the path to true peace and happiness. Remember, it is not circumstances that define you, but how you face those circumstances that will define who you are. Overcoming bad days is not just a challenge, but an opportunity to become the best version of yourself. Living like Marcus Aurelius is not just a choice, but a path to inner peace, wisdom, and self-improvement. Walk that path with determination and calmness, and you'll find that every day, whether good or bad, is a valuable part of your life. Thank you for watching the video. If you found this content helpful, don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel so you won't miss our latest videos. You can also share this video with friends and family to learn and grow together. Thank you for your support, and see you in the next videos.